Hi, my name is Ian. Welcome to the channel. Not been here before and you have been here before, then welcome back. In this video we're going to be fitting 3 new solar panels to the Peugeot Boxer. The first thing I'm going to be doing is giving the roof a bit of a clean because it's not showing up so much in the camera, but it's absolutely filthy. So we'll give it a go all clean, and then when I start fitting it all up I'll come back to you then. 2 of the 3 solar panels that I'm going to be installing are going to be mounted to the point that they can be tilted if necessary. So obviously during the winter months when the sun's a bit lower we have to be able to tilt them. There'll be 2 tilting directions that so one's going to go across the back of the roof, and so it'll tilt up towards the front, and then there's one going to go on the side which will then tilt up sort of more into the middle of the van, but I'll show you that when we get round to it. And then the other one, which is just a small 50 watt one, is going to be just mounted conventionally, but I just need to cut these brackets down now because they're too big. So that's how the brackets mount to the solar panel itself. So what I'm going to do now is get it up on the roof, offer it up, see where I need to fit it, and then get it fixed in position. I'm just in the process of just mocking up at the moment, but I think that's more or less where it's going to go. It doesn't oversail, the brackets don't oversail the side of the van with this one, and then we're going to have another one coming across the back of here in a minute, but this is the main one I wanted to get right, because I've also got a gland down underneath there from the other solar panels, and I want to mount another gland underneath this one as well. So that's the idea at the moment with it. Right, so I've lined it all up now, so the brackets are now stuck on with some of this stuff to begin with. This is like stuff that never goes off, so that should hopefully work for the when we're drilling through it. And then in the kit I've got for the brackets, we've got these self tappers, so 3 on each side, so we'll get those fitted and then get the panel back on. Right, so that's the fixings in. Probably what I'll end up doing is I've got some white Sikaflex, so probably what I'll end up doing is just, when my finger is just end up putting some Sikaflex around these as well, just as the bottom braces, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be okay as they are. So that's the solar panel now down flat. That's the position it sits in whilst we're driving. It sits no higher than the skylights, which is good. It's, you can sort of see down underneath there how it's sort of sitting. It's, yeah, happy with that. Right, I'm going to put one across the back here now, so that's where the next one's going. The third solar panel I'm going to be fitting today is this 50 watt one, which is going to go down towards the front of the van in between a couple of skylights. So that one won't be tilting, that's just going to be fitted in the conventional way. Right, so that's the 3 new solar panels on now. So the 2 big ones at the back are 130 watts each. This one's 50 watts, and the 2 original ones I've already got on here are 100 watts each. So yeah, quite a bit of wattage we've got on there now. In fact, the 2 big ones down there, I actually ordered 2 100 watt panels, but they're out of stock, so they actually sent me the 130 watt panels for the same price. So I paid £100 for the 2, which I thought was a bargain. And this little one here, won that on an auction. It was £28 including postage and packing, brand new. The actual brackets that I've fitted these on, the tilting ones, they were £15 a pair, but I actually bought some which they couldn't quite get the size I wanted, so I ended up buying some slightly big ones, and I've cut them down to suit. But yeah, I thought £15 a pair wasn't bad really. So all in, less than 200 quid I've spent on the whole lot for upgrading this solar system. With regards to the wiring, I've not actually got that yet because I wasn't quite sure what lengths I was going to need, so I need to have a bit of a measure up now and see what I need. I've actually got some solar cable in the garage, but whether I need some extra I don't know, so I said I'm just going to work out what I need, get that ordered, and then fit the rest of it another day, which will be all part of this video. So it'll be maybe a week for me and 30 seconds for you. It's amazing what you find in the garage. I've got a just in here, this very messy box is basically everything I've got left over from the 2 van builds I've already done previously. And so anyway, I've just had a quick look in there. I'd already bought these in for doing the job anyway. This job that we're doing now with the solar panels, I've already bought that gland as well for that. But I'm just looking at the amount of solar cable I've got, and I've got plenty there. So the only thing I need to do is buy a plug kit for it, and then cut it to whatever lengths I need and then get it all fitted in. So as I said, I'll have to get that ordered in now, so can't go any further until I've got it. Right, so I've wired up the two these two, the two tilting ones now. Got some wire adapters, so basically that's brought it down. So the these two cables here that I've got my hand on, they're the ones that's come from those two solar panels, then joined up with a wire adapter. So the original two solar panels, they come down to a wire adapter there. I've put another wire adapter on here, so I can then get the two cables that's there. They're the ones that go down into the roof, go down into the solar controller. So basically all that lot's all joined up there now. So all I need to do now is get this roof a bit of a clean. I think, well, I've got the old solar panel out of the way, and then just sort of get these to the point they're not going to start chattering as I drive along. I'll probably just use that stuff that never goes off. It does sort of, I've used it over here actually, it does start to collect some crap and stuff all over it, but there's not really a lot you can do about it. But yeah, I'm going to do that next, and then I'll show you the other part of it from the other side. I have to excuse the light, it's dying off a bit. I'm sort of have a bit of a racing game at the moment, but basically this is the plug kit I bought from eBay, and basically you got these, like the one end looks like that, and then the other end looks like this. So basically you just connect them up at the right ends. What you get with the kit is you get these different size plugs. The small little plug goes in the fits into that end, and then the bigger of the two plugs then fits into this one. But as I said, I'm just on a bit of a race at the moment, so I bought the plug kit because it's a damn sight cheaper, because I've already got the cable than actually buying an actual length of cable. Plus you can cut them to whatever lengths you want anyway as well. So I'm just going to carry on with it now. The 230 volt panels are connected up to my original system, which runs into this dual battery charger. But the extra solar panel I put on, the 50 watt one, I'm doing something a little bit different with that one, and I'll show you that in a minute. With the C-Tech system that I've got here, what happens is, because I've got a dual battery charger, a certain amount of voltage goes to my vehicle battery, and the C-Tech is basically thinking that the engine's running and that the alternator is producing excess power, or more than what the battery is. So basically it's saying, oh, the vehicle battery is charging, I'll have some of that power. So I don't know if you can see, but you've got two lights on here. The green one is just basically to say that it's on, but that orange one basically is saying that it's taking charge at the moment. So what my plan is, because the 50 watt panel that I've put on is at the front of the roof, which is basically where at home the sunlight comes round, I'm going to connect that 50 watt panel up to the C-Tech, because it has actually got a solar in on there, which is the positive side, and then you connect the negative side up to the actual negative on there. So that's what I'm going to be doing with these two wires that's here. And it's going to get cut down now and then connected up. I think I'll just disconnect the C-Tech from the main vehicle battery just while I do that. So I've now wired up the C-Tech, and the alternator light charging is still showing, but I've just read in the book that once the service battery, the service battery, which is basically the leisure battery, once that light there goes out, and if those two then stay illuminated, it means that the solar panel is then working the other way. So once the service battery is fully charged, it will then send a trickle charge down to the starter battery. So that means I've got a double amount of power going to my starter battery in reality, because about 10% of the other system that I've got will actually put a trickle charge into the starter battery as well. So be interesting to see how it all works. It might be the fact that what I can maybe do is, instead of having it that the other system, the dual system, instead of it putting 10% to the starter battery, I could probably have the whole 100% going to the leisure battery instead, and then just rely on this 50 watt solar panel then to trickle charge the starter battery. So it'll be interesting to see. This was flashed on and off then for a minute. Then I think it's because the sunlight is disappearing, so that the amount of solar is going to disappear very shortly. But be interesting to have a look again tomorrow once we get some maybe get a bit more sunshine. But it is winter at the moment, so we can't expect to be doing too much. Well, that's the installation of the solar panels now complete. We have actually been away for about 10 days with the van over into Norfolk, so I've had a chance to test out the solar panels, and even though we were on the electric hookup, you could actually see what sort of power was coming into the batteries itself from the solar panel controller. And without even tilting the actual solar panels, I've managed to sort of get around 24 volts coming in, even on quite a dull day. So that's I'm quite happy with that. So it'll be interesting to see what we get coming in on a sort of more summer's day, you know, when obviously the sun's a lot higher in the sky. But anyway, as I said, that's the solar panel installation now complete. Please like and subscribe to the channel, it'll be much appreciated, and I'll see you again in the next one. Cheers.